All right, well, there we go. Reading with me. I thought we'd take a look right now. Energetically, there's a lot going on, but there's something in particular going on. It's happening, it's peaking around the 12th or so, but I'm going to pull it today because the energy's there. And you might start to see it pop up in your horoscopes. I suppose it might depend on your sign specifically, but generally it should be there. And that is Uranus, retrograde in Gemini, squaring the North Node of destiny. All right. What does that do? Well, it creates a level of surprising shame in a way. I'll put it this way. It tends to make things you were worried about, right, turn out to be nothing. And then you think back on a time when you also worried about stuff and it turned out to be nothing, which makes you feel silly. So it's a bit of, if you had something in your head that's been fucking with your head, 8 swords in the pre-shuffle here, it's crossed by the Knight of Swords. It suddenly fixes itself, or you get information that it's going to fix itself, or you get a piece of information that changes everything, and then it makes you feel like that. And the feeling of this is what's sort of where the square comes in, but it's also the direct result of Uranus retrograde. Uranus in Gemini tends to do things on a whim. It does whatever it wants. We talked about it in that reading. When it's retrograde, that dulls that a little bit. Okay? So again, it's something you were worried about, proves to be no big deal. Can I just phrase it that way? It's probably, a lot of people would say, well, a square is kind of a bad thing, isn't it? Well, a little bit. In this case here, it makes you make some changes. Changes in the way you look at the world, changes in the way you do things, changes in the way you behave, changes in perspective. You got a big change in perspective coming this week for sure. I'm talking to you. I'm just somebody attached to you going through the same thing. They got a lot of worry about you, which they want to change. You know, look at that. There's a death card there. I was just trying to show you that. I didn't even know the death card was there. Fuck, that's unreal. But yeah, if I were your astrologer and I were to give you a weekly horoscope, it would certainly say something to the effect of you get some perspective, you get a new way to look at things, you stop worrying about nonsense. Yeah, you're making some big changes here because of Uranus retrograde, in part because of Uranus retrograde in Gemini squaring the North Node of destiny, which it can put you back on track or it might change your track. I don't know. You've all got somebody attached to you. I'm going to shuffle for the reading. Look at that. We got a couple of little stars on the table there. What the hell? All right. I'll leave them. They don't seem to want to come up, so we'll leave the 2 stars. Well, let me try again. It bothers me. Gets in my way. There you go. Okay. Good enough. Now we got something else there. Some kind of constellation. Right? I'm going to shuffle for the card before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? It's a tough energy to explain. You know, and I don't really rehearse these intros. So it's like, well, he stumbled around a little bit. Yeah, it's tricky to explain to thousands of people. Basically, some shit you were worried about turns out okay. Again. Right? And that again is what you're shown. That's sort of where the square lives. The square lives in the again. Again. You know, as if it hasn't happened a million times. You've been worried about something and it turns out to be nothing. Well, here we go again. Right? Now, somebody attached to you, it could apply to a lot of things for you. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. It could be a love issue, a work issue, a health issue. Who knows? For somebody attached to you, the issue is you. They've been very, very worried about you. Now they have. You know, I mean, I got cards that fell out of the deck, so I got to stop shuffling and bent over to pick them up. I got 10 of Pentacles. That's why we're here. Somebody's been nervous. It's like an energy of somebody attached to you. It could be a runner. It could be any kind of soul connection. Who's worried about coming to your house. Nervous about meeting your family. Nervous about coming into your world in some way. Okay? And I've been saying this. This has been coming up in recent readings. It makes them nervous. Something about your world makes somebody attached to you very nervous. And a lot of you don't want to believe that because you think your person's Joe cool or Jane cool, but that's usually just a surface energy, all that coolness shit, right? I mean, after the cut is the Page of Wands. Yeah, they're nervous. Like a child. The Ten of Pentacles, the way this reads, it reads like a nervous kid on the first day of school. Not at your regular school, at a new school, right? Here comes the bus up the street, and you're like, do I have the right shoes? Do I have the right everything? I mean, I don't even know what the kids wear here. Oh, shit. Should have just gone naked and put some clothes on when I get there. It's that kind of a thing. Somebody's nervous, like a child, starting at a new school in a new town. All right? About your life. And I think they're going to find that it's no big deal. I think the implication here is that they come into your life, and it turns out to be not that big a deal. Think about all the things in your past that you've been nervous about that turned out okay once you got there, you were okay, right? Your first day of work, your first day of school, whatever it is, usual shit is what it is. Let's shuffle the deck here. Let's pull a reading. I'm going to pull a pyramid on this. It's Sunday. I'm not fucking around with bullshit. We're just going to pull a pyramid. This is how somebody feels about you. I don't know who this is, but it's somebody who's about to come over your house or come into your world in some way. Here's how they feel. Here's how other people, or what they think about you. Maybe how other people around you think about them as well, because I Freudian slipped there. Here's a potential final outcome at the bottom for you. And I say potential final outcome because I can't predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify whatever I think needs clarifying, and you bet your sweet asses we're going to pull and extend it on this one. Because I want to know more about you and this energy too. You probably show up in here a few times, but all right. Let's see where we go. It's easier for thousands of people watching. It's easier to pull on an incoming energy than you guys because there's too many of you here. And if you're on the DF side, there's too many variables. Some of you are very high vibration. Some of you are middle high. But you're all different. You're all snowflakes. On the DM side, they're all pretty much the same. So it's easier to pull on the incoming energy and get it right, or at least close to right, for thousands of people. Because you're all pretty much dealing with the same fuckwit on some level. Afraid to be vulnerable, blame shifts. I mean, you can see it all day play out there in the world, you know. There they are. Welcome to this soulmate cycle, right? All right. Making promises they can't possibly keep, right? Talking about all kinds of shit that they can't do, right? But hey, right here, 10 Pentacles. Here we go. That's why we were here. Somebody coming into your world, right? What's under it? The 9 Pentacles. This energy, whoever this person is, they admire your freedom. How do I put that in a way that makes sense? They admire that you can just do what you want. Okay? You have a lot more freedom than this person does. They want that. But they're nervous about that because they've never had that. So they come into your world, they could say stuff, they could joke about stuff. I think at their house, for example, just catch my drift, it's a little rigid. Things are a little rigid at their house. All right, let's see where we go. Here's how they feel. Wow. That's the World. That's the most powerful card I could pull. 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Somebody feels like if they approach you, it's going to change everything. Somebody, I don't know what it is. Are you scary or something? Is your world scary? Do you live in like a mansion on top of a hill or something? I mean, I have no idea. It could work the other way. Maybe your person lives on in a mansion on top of a hill and you live down in a shanty town somewhere. I mean, I have no idea. But whatever the case here, somebody wants to do it right. I think they might be researching you. I think they feel like they want to do it right. I don't think they feel like they can. I think they might be fronting a little bit. There's a lot of love here. This is going to be interesting to clarify. How do they see you? Well, what do they think about when they think about you? Justice and strength. You know, this more applies. I wonder if people in your world know who this person is. I often say, I'll say it like for the Leo soap opera, I'll say the people around that person in the Leo soap opera, for example, don't want them talking to you. I think in this particular case, and that could apply, I've got a Leo energy here, so that could apply here. So roles can be reversed. But this feels more to me like what the people around you think about this person, right? I think they think this person is arrogant and wants something, or they see them as a disruptor of some kind in your world. And I think this person picks up on that. Now, I want to point out Uranus is involved here. Even though it's retrograde, there's still some randomness with it. So don't assume you know who this is, but this is a good clue here. This is not necessary. This might be somebody you already divorced that's trying to get back in. Your family and friends will often try to talk you out of that. I would, if I was one of your friends and you came to me for advice, I would play devil's advocate on that. I don't like repeating things. I don't go backwards unless, it rarely proves to be anything worthwhile unless there's a couple of lessons you need to learn. That's tough. That's tough. The divorce rate on people that get remarried is just as high. So, I mean, generally speaking, I don't have the stats in front of me, but it's pretty close. So, that being said, I tend not to go backward. Life flows with the river, right? But if they're coming back for a reason, if there's some destined reason here, that's different. We do have the North Node involved. So, if this is an X returning, the people around you don't like it. They no likey whoever this person is, and that's the way this feels. I think they may find the person to be an opportunist. Okay? This person knows this. They're picking up on that. That's why they're so nervous to enter your world. Right? All right. What's the potential final outcome? It could just be a friend that was a bad influence on you too. So don't dismiss it if you're like, I don't have an ex, Steve. I'm 10. Okay. It could be your friend from second grade, right, when you were 7, who fucked you up, right? They messed you up, and they're coming back in and your mom's like, no. They were a bad influence. I know. I had that kid in my neighborhood. His name was Eric Brown. Oh, that kid. He used to throw rocks at cars and stuff like that. Oh, my parents were like, you're not hanging out with that fucker. Okay. Anyway. Right here, potential final outcome for you. Red with the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, the Empress. Wow. I think this, I could read this a few different ways. I'm just going to read the surface energy first because it's kind of fun. I think this makes you feel good. I think the fact that this person is this nervous to come into your world and actually wants to return, I think it makes you feel really good. I think you might also say, I knew it. I knew this would happen. Or if you're someone watching this reading going, oh, I know who Steve's talking about, you're probably right. You do. I'll confirm that for you. Your instincts to spot the motherfucker on. For some of you, this is a future influence, though. For some of you, this is an emperor you haven't met yet, and I want you to keep that in mind. For my reading or anybody's reading, it could be future influence. There's no clocks in the energy, all right? But you're getting it for a reason. The North Node is involved with this alignment, with what's happening. This has something to do with the destiny of you and an emperor. Now, if this is an X coming back, what did I say? I don't joke about anything that's not part of these readings or say anything that's not part of the energy. I don't, all right? I mean, if your person's name is Eric Brown, that's fucking, I just nailed that motherfucker, right? But, that's a true story. He did. He used to throw rocks at cars, that little fucker. Anyway, he never did leave the neighborhood. He still lives there. His mom died. He just lived in her house. He still lives there. He hasn't left. He's just there. I wonder if he still throws rocks at cars. I have no idea. My point is, this person coming back, you might want to give it some consideration, because it might affect you and a future emperor. Now, you can't live your life that way. That's tough. That's tricky. That's why you don't want to tell somebody too much about their own future, because they'll second guess every decision they make and end up fucking it up. But I do feel the need to warn you, you should take this very seriously, whoever this is that's returning. And the people around you aren't real thrilled with it. You don't have to base your decision on what they think, but at least give it some weight. Okay? Let's clarify with the light seer. All right, let's go. This is a nice ending for you. It is communication, if you like that word. It can be. But you don't get a better ending than that. Most of you watching are DFs. But this does affect in some way you and an emperor. Let's, yeah, I should, because these two are read together, and that's part of why I'm saying that. Let's take a look here. Let's see. This is especially true if you're already with somebody right now and an X returns. The fact that you're even thinking about it could cost you that current relationship, right? So you're thinking about it? Right? That kind of a thing. I mean, like, okay. Unless you're dating somebody with no self-worth whatsoever. And you should go out. Yeah, you should, But anyway, keep that in mind. But I don't know. Let's see where we go here. I think somebody here attached to this, because of the nature of this energy, I think it causes people to worry about nonsense. It just does. Something that they were worried about is not a cause for concern. All right. And I think it's probably you that makes everything okay or makes them feel welcome in some way. All right? Whether you stay with them or not, I don't know. We'll see where this goes. It's a strange energy. I don't mind telling you. Three of Pentacles, why is it here? We can't get rid of it. It's 10 Pentacles. It's 10 Pentacles. It's 10 Pentacles before the cut. It's just... Why does the 10 Pentacles keep showing up? What's under it? I will shit if it's... Ace of Swords. I was going to say I'll shit if it's 9 Pentacles. Ace of Swords underneath it. Okay. Something that both of you, because this applies to you, this reads with your final outcome. Whatever this is, whoever this person is, something that both of you thought was a big deal turns out to not be a big deal. Okay? That's all I can say. It's all I can say. It's actually quite beneficial that this person's showing up, I'm starting to think. All right? They're thinking about it too much. They're running too many scenarios through their head. That's the problem. What's on top? The Tower. And what else? And the Hermit. What's the Bridge? And the Sun. Yeah, it turns out okay. And the Sun. Wow, that's incredible energy. That's really nice energy, I don't mind telling you. It's really nice. I'm gonna say this in relation to you, okay? You're gonna have to make a snap decision here whether you let this person in or not, in your life or not, okay? They're just ripping the Band-Aid off. That's all. They feel like they need to do this. And we've been seeing that a lot in the DMs, with the DMs of this cycle for sure. This is definitely a DM because your final outcome is reflecting as DF energy here. I've got to pull on the World. Let me do it. Why is the World here? Interesting. The Sun bookending the Three of Pentacles. Wow. I think it goes better than this person thought. Something goes better than you thought it would in this. So think about something you're nervous about. Think about something that's keeping you up at night, whatever it is, and try to use this energy will take you back to a time when you were worried about something and it turned out okay. And it'll show you many instances in your life where that happened. That's kind of what's happening here, but there's a strange twist because of this energy, because the people... This person's instinct, both of your instincts are correct. This person's instinct is correct as well. You know, they should be nervous, because if it's somebody showing up at your house, your mom, your dad, whoever you live with, your roommate, your dog is not happy to see them. And I think they're picking up on that. Why is the World here? Tell me about it. I think they're picking up on it. The Six of Swords. Yeah, again... They feel like it's an opportunity to start again with you in some way. I don't know that the people around you agree with that. I think you might agree with it. It's just there's no other way to explain it. This might be a very specific reading. I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't think this is a very specific reading. I think you're probably trying to pigeonhole some person to it, and don't do that. The Six of Cups. Again, it's somebody's making a return, and they want to get it right this time. It implies they got it wrong last time, but they seem to have pissed off the people around you by getting it wrong that time. So if this is an ex, they cheated on you or something, and you dumped them, or they dumped you in a terrible way, right? I have no idea. They said, get out the car on a rainy day on a desolate road and left you there, right? I don't know. There's some resentment towards this person. They're picking up on it. That's why they're nervous. It goes okay in the end, but I think that's because of you. All right? I think you end up protecting this person on some level. Why is that here? Yeah, the Chariot. Yeah, they're coming in. They're coming in for a second chance. The past went wrong. They want to turn that around. They're determined to get it right this time. Yeah, and smooth something over. The Six of Swords. I mean, the cards are being very literal. You want me to pull on the Knight of Cups? You want to see how this person feels? Let's do it. This is where we're going to get how they feel about you with love. Hold on. My nose is running like a DM today. All right, here we go. Knight of Cups. Why is it here? Tell me about it. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Their feelings. What do they want to get right this time? Well, it seems very gallant, right? I mean, it really does. This Knight of Cups coming in. It's a sweet energy. It's nice. It's a sweet end of the Knight of Cups. I'm not drawn to the spiky shit in the cup, which sometimes I am. I don't tell you. I'm drawn more to the swan here. Very nice. Although if you piss off a swan, has anyone ever pissed off a swan? I have. Those fuckers will chase you, man, halfway across the lake. They'll come at you. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. Geese can be very unfriendly, too. The lovers. I mean, do you need me here? I mean, they want to get it right this time. They want to show you that they love you. They want to come in and show you. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, these cards are getting stronger and stronger in the they love you department. Whoever this is, it feels like the return of an ex that no one around you wants to see. Okay, here they come. I don't know. I think they're picking up on it right. But, okay, what's on top? The Ace of Cups. I mean, do you even need... Look at this shit. Why is that here? The Nine of Pentacles. There it is. You know, somebody wants to liberate this cup that they didn't get to before. This could be somebody who went out with you and it didn't go well. They want another date because they didn't get a chance to love you, right? This is White Lion's Wait. That song, wait, I never had a chance to love you, right? I only want to say I love you one more time. It's exactly what this is. You know, plain and simple. Done. Wow. Fucking hell. I'm not sure they stick around. Fueling that is the Eight of Cups, but this could be before they had a chance to do that, you walked away. All right. So something went wrong the first time. I think you've got a lot of sympathy for this person. I was going to say empathy, you do, but I think you sympathize with this person. I think you're nervous that they showed up, and they're nervous about showing up. This is something that's been keeping them up at night. I can tell you that. Let's pull on the people around you. Justice, give it to me. Tell me about it. All right, tell me about the justice. Let me get this on camera a little bit. All right, here we go. Justice. Tell me about it. The people around you. You know what? I don't have that. I'm going to grab... There's a tower randomly at the bottom of the witches. I'm going to pull on justice right now. I'm going to do it. I got the witches. They're a little bitchier. We'll see. I need the people around you. I had this little idea. Wait, you know what? I got the wrong deck for this one. I got the lovey-dovey deck here for that, for sure. You know, with the little light seer. But, I don't know. Here we go. Tell me about justice. These are really the people around you. Now, as far as this person goes, yeah, they want back in. They may have dumped you, left you on a desolate road, broke up with you. If it's a family member or a friend, you had a fight with them, right? Some kind of argument. The gavel swung. That's it. Restraining order in place. They're coming back. The Lion's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups. That's just the surface energy. You don't need that from me. You need me to go deeper for you. The people around you do not like this motherfucker. I picked up on that before I even threw those. I mean, it's just... They're trying to push their way back in. Somebody might say that to you. They're trying to push their way, strong arm their way back in. Push their way back in. Right? Okay. Let's talk about justice. Let's see what the energy wants to tell. Oh, I am spot on today, motherfuckers. And I say motherfuckers with love. You know that. 10 swords. Cross it. Yeah, what did I say? I'm just checking my read. The environmental energy. This is an X. This is something that's over. It's done. And the people around you like it that way. In fact, they may have been the ones who drove those swords in. Right? Your family and friends have put a watch owl outside to make sure this fucker don't come back. All right? What's on top here? The Page of Wands. And why is that here? The Queen of Cups. Somebody hurt you. Right? Somebody hurt you. Other people around you think this person's immature. They think this person is selfish. I got that. Children this age are always selfish. Their frontal lobes aren't developed yet. People are pretty selfish these days, right up until about the age 27. Frontal lobes developing later and later. As it's not getting sooner. We're evolving the wrong way, right? But at the end of the day here, you know, yeah, they're immature. They're selfish. They'll lie to get what they want. Okay. And they left your cup empty. The people around you don't think they understand love at all. I can dig it. They got a watch owl outside. I mean, that takes a lot of training to convince an owl to just sit and watch that. All right? What's going on with the strength card? It's not like a dog. A dog's pretty easy. All right, here we go. The strength card. I'm going to pull on it. I wasn't going to, but I'm having fun with this now. I get it. I can see why they're nervous about this. For you, we've been talking a lot about the incoming energy. Let me just remind you, I started talking about you. Something that this energy for you is, you go into, this is a week, this week coming up should begin a period for you that stretches at least through the summer, at least through while we've got Chiron in Taurus, okay, which was a very important reading I pulled. It should stretch right up through there, where you get a new lease on life, you get a new look at things, you're less worried, you're worrying a lot less about nonsense and all of that. It should have that kind of knock-on effect. The negative side of it is it might make you, I don't know, a little depressed that you ever let yourself get like that. Or there's no need to walk down the street kicking a can. All right, that's it, done deal. All right, so just bygone. The past is gone. Move forward and try to remember, because people have short memories. Try to remember for next time. The next time you're worried about something, you know, and the people around you might say it's no big deal, but you're still worried about it, you know. Try to remember all the other times you worried about something that didn't, you know, and it didn't turn out to be any big deal at all, okay? This is one of those things. I mean, plain and simple. You know, I mean, if it's a health issue, go get it checked out, but then the doctor will just laugh at you and say it's no big deal, right? Reminds me of that. They got this show in France that I'm watching now on PBS. They got the Wagner, right? He's like some kind of detective, but he's like a hypochondriac. He goes to the doctor like every day for something, right? It's always nothing. It's no big deal, right? The doctor on the other show, he wanted him to check his knee, and the doctor on the other show goes, "Well, I'll have to cut it open to see if I'm right." "Oh my God, what do you think is wrong with it?" "Nothing, it's fine," right? That's sort of the punchline. It's like, well, I could cut it open to see if I'm right, but it doesn't look like anything's wrong. It is a bit of this kind of energy here. All right? This is where hypochondriacs learn a lesson. But you could be a hypochondriac like-esque in other areas of your life too, worrying about love in particular and things like that. Anything that affects how we feel. You know, we can behave like that, like old Wagner. Right? Here we go with the strength card. It's crossed by the star. Well, I did say, you know, we had to see it, right? The North Node is involved. The North Node of destiny is involved. Your destiny is not to sit around. Obviously, there's a change happening for you this week because your destiny is not to sit around and worry about nonsense. Okay? You got to get on with it. You got to get on you're here for a reason. You need to get on with that. Whatever it is. I don't care. Maybe it's to make the best peanut butter cookie in the world. I have no idea what your purpose in life is. If that's what it is, I want one. Okay? But the North Node of destiny here. Why is that? Why is that crossing the strength card? I need more information. The Five of Cups again. It's sort of like for you, you're happy to see. I still get for you, you're happy to see this person, which makes them feel better about being nervous about coming in. But the people around you, I got a dichotomy here. It's one person's wish is another group of people's fucking nightmare. Right? I mean, it's what's on top? The Knight of Swords. Here they come. There they show up. Why is that here? I can't believe the owl, the watch owl missed it. I can't believe it. Why is that here? The Four of Pentacles. Yeah. That's fear and holding back. Why? What's the bridge? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords was underneath the Ten of Pentacles over here, crossing this whole Three of Pentacles. They're just going to rip the Band-Aid off and show up. They are. They're pushing past a huge fear to show up. I think the people around you are not happy about this at all. Not happy about it at all because you seem to be doing fine right now. You've gone through a period of healing and they feel like it's probably good phrasing for me to say rip the Band-Aid off here because I feel like they feel like they're going to rip your Band-Aid off for some of you. It could even, now it doesn't have to be, you might be like, well, I mean, I hear from all kinds of people with all sorts of things to say. But you might be like, well, Steve, I don't have any friends or family. Okay. I live in a basement in Manitoba by myself, Steve. Okay. Okay. That's fine. This could be another version of you. We always have a second us. We're never alone. There's always another energy present. Whether you choose to talk to it or not is up to you. You should talk to it. It'd make you one of the rarest people on earth, right? You should. You know, you'll make you solve problems better, make better decisions. We talked about this in some recent reading, this concept. So this could just be the other you that doesn't like that this person's back, is trying to protect you. It can be. All right, let's go. Let's pull on your final outcome, the Empress. But I think you make them feel welcome. I think you put their mind at ease. I think it's the energies around you that kick this person's ass, that make it go a little bit sideways, that make you think, maybe I shouldn't start something new with this person. Well, I don't know. I don't care what you do. Make your own fucking decisions. I don't have a devil here or anything. I don't, and I don't even have them lying when they come back to make things right. I got good energy here. Do what you want to do. But I'm telling you, as the guy reading the energy for you, okay? Take it for what it's worth to you. You know, I mean, people have known me for years would definitely lean forward and fucking shut up and listen. Taking this person back, letting this energy back in your life, affects a future situation, a future emperor attached to this energy. Now, that future emperor could just be the masculine energy inside you. It could be this person's a narcissist. You're giving them another chance, and the people around you are right. They do knock you back down. It could just be that, or it could be a future soulmate that you can't have. You meet the person, you meet the fucking soulmate, and you're stuck with you let this person back. You got to think about that. So you got to decide how bad you want this person in your life if it's a love situation, which, boy, it appears to be. With that Lover's card that was there, this appears to be something much bigger than a friend. I'll tell you that. All right, the Empress. Final outcome. What is it? Come on. I've been shuffling this whole fucking time, and I'm still using the Witches. Maybe that's why it's not giving me anything. Yeah. I need to go back to the other deck. All right. Let's go. Empress, why is it here? I'll edit out anything that's excessive in the shuffling department. I have to switch decks. The Witches were only for this little range right in here. Okay. All right, Empress. Okay, that's it. It won't let me shuffle. Yeah, the Six of Swords. Crossing it. You're the one who makes it okay. You're the one who makes everything feel all right. You're the one who puts everyone around you at ease. You might even tell the people around you to calm down, the other you to calm down. You have a calming effect, a healing. Your energy is healing. We talked about that in a recent reading, too, that your energy, healing energy, would be coming up. Still doesn't mean you just take someone back. You don't ever say yes just to be nice. Don't ever fucking do that. That's not Empress energy. That's someone who's weak. This is not a weak energy, okay? This energy would tell you to fuck off, all right? I'll tell you what. Let's go right here. But with empathy, right? It's the sweetest fuck off you ever got. All right? What's on top? Death card. Wow. Why is that here? And the Four of Swords. Yeah. What's the bridge? Queen of Cups. Yeah. Trust your intuition. Look, I can't tell you what to do here. I've given you enough information to know what's going on. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is strong. Your love and empathy are strong. These two are bookending. Look at her. Look at her. She's hippy-dippy on crack. Okay? It's beautiful energy. It really is. You bring the healing. It's up to you. It's all you from here. You calm the people around you, but the end decision lies with you. But I want you to consider your destiny. And I know that's a big word. It sounds like I'm in some kind of rom-com or something. Hollywood's ruined the word destiny and soulmates and all of that. I fucking hate them for it. But I'm going to use the word because it's a big word and the North Node is involved. Consider your destiny. Take the long view. And make sure, if you even get a hint, if this is someone who lowered your self-worth last time and they're coming in to get it right, all right, they missed your tits. That's why they're really back. I mean, I don't know. Whatever it is. They're coming back to get it right this time. You make sure you consider, you see any hint that they're going to do it again, you know what to do. Right? You can either reboot this thing or kill it. It's up to you. Consider your own healing first and your own needs first. And I think that's why the protective energies around you kick in. The watch owl, if you will. Okay? I mean, that's the best I could tell you. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. All right? All right, we'll see. Let's take a look. Give me one card to crossing card. What else you want to tell my people? Before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this, and I will. I'll pull a little more on you. Consider your own healing first. It's okay. You got Empress energy bookended by Queen of Cups. You're not going to be a selfish prick. You're going to be creatively selfish, like I call it, which is a way of being selfish without hurting other people. It's a way of taking care of yourself first and others around you. Right? Okay. But yeah, you're the one who makes them feel safe. Everybody, if you weren't home and they showed up at your house, metaphorically speaking or realistically, they'd get their ass kicked. They would have their ass handed to them by somebody, I'll tell you what. One card and a crossing card. Final message to you before I go pull some wicked voodoo. 8 Pentacles crossed by 5 Swords. Do not, I'm going to say it again, do not ignore anything about this. I know you don't read micro expressions. Most of you aren't like me. You read people's micro expressions and you watch their motions and their this and that. You know, I got it. But you could be way beyond most people if you just pay attention. All right? Just pay attention to the things they say. Pay attention to the things that they leave out. Pay attention to the things that they say that they didn't have to say. How much are they embellishing what they're saying? Why would they say that? They didn't need to say that. You ask them a question, they answer too much. Just pay attention to all of it. You have to decide if this is somebody that's going to hurt you again. Okay? And you don't be influenced by the people around you. Consider it. If you want to be not like most people can't make a decision without a consortium of 5 other opinions first, right? Make your own decisions. Trust your own conclusions. That'll make you one of the rarest people on earth. I'll tell you what. Trust your own conclusions. Yeah, listen to other people around you. But ultimately, just like with me, I always tell you, I take advice from people around me. I do. But the final decision lies with me. Right? Make sure that's the case here. All right, that's all. And you've got the Queen of Cups bookending the Empress. You've got all the energy to do that. Right? You got all the fucking energy you need. Let me tell you. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Right? If you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. Should be fun. Should be interesting. Let's see what they want to get right again. Right? Let's see. Here they come. Charging in. Right? I'll open with you. I'll pull on you. All right. Good luck.